Hi, my name's Grant from Undercover Canvas. We're here to show you how to put together a Kingfisher Eclipse. This is the box that they come in. This is what you'll receive, and that's what you should have inside it. Okay, so this is what you'll find in your box. You'll get a nice Kingfisher sticker. There's a bunch of parts individually wrapped. Your deck mounts to fit onto your boat, some screws. This is your travel sock inside here to keep it protected. There's the top itself, and there's some shock cord straps. They'll help you to hold your top down onto your boat when you travel. Then we've got all of the aluminium that we'll need to put it together. So we're just getting the legs and all the individual parts out of the box. We'll show you what order is best to set these up in. It'll make your job a lot simpler when you're putting it together. And there really are a couple of ways to attack this. The best way is to start on a bench. If you've got a table or something that's big enough to start assembling on, that is the most comfortable and easiest way to do it. If you don't have that, you can assemble it on the floor. And then for the second part, if you have your boat that's handy, the last bit of putting together, it's probably easiest to do on your boat. If you're a boat shop and you're assembling these for your customers, then something like this is really good where you can set it up on the floor. It makes a huge difference. If you're doing multiple setups, you can set it up a lot easier, a lot more comfortably in something like this. So to start with, we just want parts bag A and the parts bag B. If you can lay them out in this order, it'll make your life a lot easier. If you start with a 5, a 7, where's this one? A 1, a 2, a 7 again, and a 4, and then the mirror image of those spread out in this direction. That'll make your life a lot easier when you go to put it together. So just as a little point to remember, with your number 5s, make sure that you've got your panel clip to the outside on both of your setups there. And the 4s will be facing the inside here. So we've got all our pieces here, just spread out on the table. There's two things you want to do. You want to find out there are 2 screws that are shorter than the others. You can see that there. You want to find those 2 screws and just put them aside for starters. Those 2 screws, we'll put them off to the side there. The other thing that'll make your life a lot easier as you assemble it will be to push your nylock nuts into your bow knuckles before you clip them into place. So just go through and do that with all of them. That'll make your life easier. So we've got here the joining knuckles. We'll start with them. You just need to pay special attention. It's hard to see possibly in this light, but there's a little B on there and there's a little A on there. So you want an A and a B to go together, and they will go together like that. So we'll start with number 1, bow number 1. And we'll clip this on, just clip that over. That'll sit just like that. With your number 2, you want to make sure that your stud here is facing up, and then you simply want to put that over the end, turn it around so that it's going to meet with these, that we're going to join those 2 together. But before we do, we'll match up. There's a pre-existing hole on the inside there. So we'll sit that over the hole, and we'll simply put a screw in. There. One thing you want to make sure is that you don't over tighten the screws when you put them in. They are a stainless steel screw. They can tend to be a little brittle, so just set your gun right, and so your ratchet kicks in, doesn't overscrew it. Okay, so the two little screws, slightly shorter screws we put aside, that's where we want to bring them in. And if you come from underneath, you can just put them in finger tight, flip it over, simply screw that together. Okay, so the next step is we'll add our little struts. They're the number 7s. We'll fit those in here and here. Once again, get our long bolts, just finger tighten them in. There we go. We flip that over. Again, tighten these guys up. That step's quite simple. So the next stage will be go to our number 5 bow. You'll know that one because it's got the stainless steel tube end out there. Whenever you fit your bow knuckles, make sure that you'll see for all of these the bolt, the nylock nut is facing up. So again, that's how you want to position this. You've got a pre-drilled hole here. We're going to just slide that on. Bring that up to our pre-drilled hole. Oops. Pop our screw in. And we can join that one onto our strut we've already connected there. Let's get that in finger tight again. Tighten that up in a minute. Before we do, go back down here. That one onto there. That's when we need this little guy here, the cam lever. We can get that one started. When you put this one in, just get it started. Don't make it tight because you're going to want to be able to slide this up and down as you go. But get it in and we can just leave that one there for the moment. And once again, we can flip that over, tighten up this guy. That's that step done. Okay, so to complete this step, we do exactly the same as what we did over there on here. So there's our pre-drilled hole. We can slide this one in. Same as all the others, line them up, put the screw in. It is good to do them in, do them up as you want them, as you go, just so you don't forget to tighten something up there. We'll fit this guy in. Tighten that up in a minute. And exactly the same, making sure you keep your nylock nut facing up. Put that on. Line up the holes again, our cam lever. Get it started, don't do it up tight. We'll tighten this one up. So that's that side complete. we'll move on to the other side, we'll complete that one, and then we'll have our 2 halves ready to go. So we've assembled our 2 ends, we've got our middle pieces here. What we're going to do is we're going to make that look like this. So these are the 2 ends we've just put together, and these are the centre pieces we're going to put in the middle. I'll show you how to do that now. So you've got number 6s and number 3s. So your number 6s will go to your outsides, and your number 3 will go to the centre. That's that one there. I think it's always worth, if you've got some silicone spray, if you don't, a bit of WD-40 or something like that, just give your inners a little squirt. It'll just help them slide in that much easier. You don't need to overdo it, just a little bit on the ends. Okay. So I'll put number 6 in. When you put number 6 in, actually we'll come back over to here. The ends, this is your number 6, it needs to be facing up. So when you slide it in, it needs to face up, both of the number 6s. The centre one, the number 3, it's got to be put in horizontally when it's in its upright position. So there's grooves in here that you'll need to match up. If you look inside, have a look inside there, that matches up with your inner tube. So I'll make sure that's slides in like that. This one, that will go in. I'll leave that just out for a minute. Number 3, that's our centre one. We want that to go horizontal when it's standing up. Just get that started. And again, the number 6, we want that to be facing up when we've got it set up in its upright position. There we go. Just release that. Oops. Can be a little bit fiddly, this one. There we go. All right. So that's them all locked in. So once we've got it in that place, you can drill all of your holes here when it's on the bench. We're going to do it up there. If you do have the ability to do this, to set something up like this and do it in a standing position, it does make your life a lot easier. So let's take this one over here and we'll drill those holes now.